You will get more clients in your online coaching business if you can implement what I'm about to teach you in this video, right? Bear in mind, it is completely free. So lead magnets, again, you've probably seen quite a lot of people having lead magnets, right? Lead magnets are a very good thing to have for your business. For those of you who don't know, a lead magnet is basically a free thing that you give out to people in exchange for something else, right? Typically their email address. Now, a couple of years ago, obviously Alex Hormozi came out with his book, which was like the best way to give people something from your service is to give them your service for free, right? So that was when loads of coaches came out with a 4-week free. Lots of mentors pretended they made that up as their idea, but obviously it's something that's been used for years if you think back to how many times you've had a free sample of something. So they're very good lead magnets, right? But this video, we should have multiple lead magnets, okay? And this video is going to go over how to actually set this up properly to get more clients into your online coaching business from a lead magnet series almost, okay? So you're going to have your, I'll just draw this and I'll talk you through it as we go through it. So you're going to have your lead magnet, right? So let's say this is an ebook, right? So let's say this is an ebook, and let's say you have 4 topics, right? We've got topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4, okay? So you've got topic 1, topic 2, topic 3, topic 4. Now they're all inside your lead magnet, okay? Right, which is going to be linked to your email. If you don't have an email list yet, this is a very, very good way to start one and get a lot of people through onto the email list, all right? Now, what we are going to do for each topic is record a long form piece of content, right? Now that, fucking hell, Griggsy. Now that doesn't need to be like a 30-minute educational series. We're talking 5-10 minutes on each topic, okay? Again, you'll notice a direct correlation between people who watch your YouTube and people who read your emails and then the people that sign up for your online coaching. Again, if you're trying to launch like a group launch, you can do this specifically for the group. Like you can cover the different things that you cover in the group and push that like fuck through this. But again, we want to get people onto the email. We want to then think about nurturing these leads as they come through and then get them to buy our stuff later on. So we're going to do a YouTube video on each topic, okay? Now, if you already have your email list, again, I would also send an email out about each topic, okay? So let's say you have 100 people on an email list. Now let's say you have 100 people who are going to be, let's say your email list is 100. Let's say you've got 100 people who actively open and read your emails, right? So 100 active, right? They open your emails, they typically click on the links that you put inside your emails, all right? Now this is going to be our YouTube, okay? Now for each topic as well, for each video, I would push each video. I'm just trying to draw this so that it makes the most sense into short form, right? So this, let's say that's Instagram, right? So each one of these videos then gets pushed into a short form piece of content or even just a direct story post on Instagram, right? So again, typically if I make a new YouTube video like this one, I will take the thumbnail of that video and the title and I'll put it on Instagram, okay? And again, I'll get people who don't have this, they're not on my YouTube, they're not on my email list, they watch the video and then I'll make reference to a lead magnet. So I have my 100K business blueprint, it's basically how to get to sort of 6 figures in your online coaching business. And I'll typically put it, so even if you scroll down, right, you don't need to download it, but even if you scroll down to the description and the first pinned comment of this video, I will have my lead magnet, right? So that's essentially me just doing this and then dropping the lead magnet in there, right? So we're going to push this out on Instagram. So people will then come from Instagram. They're then going to go back to YouTube. You're then going to reference your lead magnet in the video. They go from YouTube to the lead magnet and then they go onto your email list, okay? And then you can start to send out multiple emails, and you're going to do this for each topic, right? Now, another part of this, which I will go over, let's just do it right now, is, what's that guy's name? The YouTube guy, Ed Lawrence, right? So I did Ed Lawrence's YouTube course. I'm actually still going through his YouTube course, but it's a very, very good course. And one of the things that I've kind of started to implement into my own business from that course, whether this is the exact right way to do it or not, I don't know, but it definitely works the way that I've picked up them teaching you, right? This is kind of how you should do this. And that's more from the AI side of things. But anyway, so we've got that already set up. Go back and take a picture of that, screenshot on your phone if you need to. But from each YouTube video, we are also going to make 4 short form videos, right? And I would post these on YouTube Shorts. Now, with the YouTube Short, when you post it from a desktop, when you post it from your laptop, you can link the 4, let's just say 4 short form, back to this video, right? So you've got all these different assets playing in the background. You then do this on like Opus. So Opus will do this for you. It'll make all the captions and it'll cut out the most sort of viral bits depending on the input that you obviously put in to Opus. Okay, so we're going to be doing this. Now you then have basically 5 bits of content, right? 6 bits of content if you think about the Instagram post or Instagram story, that are all pushing back to this topic on the lead magnet, right? Now when you're talking about this topic, you're going to talk about your lead magnet. If you're talking about, let's just say managing your food at the weekend, right? By the way, if you actually want my free PDF on how to do all of this, we've got this topic covered, this topic covered, this topic covered, and we explain this topic in depth. You can grab it below for free, links in the description, right? This is what we're doing with this. Now, I know some people are kind of against doing this, but I always do it, right? And I would typically recommend for you guys to always do it as well. So when you post or when you share your YouTube, so let's say YouTube to IG stories, we want to use a deep link, okay? So we want to use a deep link on here, and I've made lots of videos on this in the past. So if we share a video typically from YouTube to Instagram, it doesn't log people out of Instagram and onto YouTube, right? And I know this is why some people are against it, because they say that Instagram doesn't really like it. But remember, for us, we're not trying to go viral, right? We're trying to make some extra cash, get some extra clients, right? So who cares if it goes viral, right? And it probably won't. I don't even think that's a good thing to focus on. But we want to use deep links, okay? So regular link, so link, regular, it keeps people on Instagram, and it almost just almost kind of just shows them the video without them being logged in, right? So if you use, the one that I use is called Link Twin, right? It's very, very good. You can see the clicks on it as well. So Link, I can't remember the exact spelling of it. Link Twin, something like that. If you Google it, you will find it anyway. And this is what is called a deep link. So if any of you are watching this from my Instagram, I've used a deep link on Instagram, right? And you have clicked a deep link. Now, again, this is totally safe to use. The only thing that this then does is it actually takes the person out of Instagram and it brings them onto their own personal YouTube, right? So this then links back nicely to this, because on their YouTube history, on their YouTube personal browser, they've watched one of your videos, right? So the next time that you push any of your videos, it's probably going to be recommended to these people, right? So this is how we kind of want to do this and how we want to set this up. Now, when you are launching your lead magnet, let's say we're doing this with multiple kind of different topics, right? So let's say you've got those 4 different topics. Now, you could have, and I mean, I think longer term, if you do this, implement it quickly, don't waste a lot of time doing it, just get it set up, right? And have a very, very basic email sequence in place. Okay, so let's say when these people download the lead magnet, and again, this will get more complicated if you have like one for each topic, or you have multiple that you're referencing in your kind of mini YouTube series. But again, we'll just repeat this same process for each one. We would just then want to like tie them all back together at the end of the video, right? So lead magnet, they've downloaded that, they've given you their email, and they subscribe to your email list, right? So they're then on your email list. Now, what I would have off the back of this, I should probably have drawn that the other way so that it's easier to see, is your preset like email nurture sequence, right? So, and again, I have been at points in my business, I had a mentor before who was obsessed with just these ridiculous email sequences, right? Like I would literally have like 27 different email sequences in that set up. I didn't even really understand it at the time, right, to be honest. I would always keep these short, right? You don't want to waste time with this. You don't want to waste time actually getting clients online by doing this, but it's a good way to filter people through, okay? So you've had those people, they've joined your email list. Obviously you would add like an action or a tag so that they subscribe to list, right? So let's say they subscribe to your leads list. Right, obviously you can then track the conversion from this as well. So let's say you set up a new list, right, and it's called your, so leads list, let's say it's called your 4-part, right, your 4-part leads list, right, these are all the people that have come in off the back of the 4-part mini-series, right. If you have an older email list and lots of your emails are bouncing and people are just kind of inactive on there, this is a good way to filter that through, because if you do this and you get 100 new people on your email list, right, you probably potentially get more than that depending on your audience, but let's say you get 100 new people on your email list, so let's just say we get the 100, we then want to filter them through, right? So your first email is going to be your lead magnet, and at the end of that email we're going to give them a bit of a taste as to what we're going to email them about in future, right? So this could be your lead magnet, and then again I would probably mention that you're going to treat their email with respect and not just send them loads of random shit. And then tell them about tomorrow, right? Tomorrow I'm going to tell you about a time when X happened, when Y happened, right? They're then going to go through to, and again, wait 24 hours or 12 hours, whatever you want. I typically do 24 hours or 1 day. And I would then have a story, kind of like an introduction to you, right? I think mine is, tomorrow I'm going to tell you about the time that I realised I was a skinny loser and it changed everything, right? And then the next day I'll talk to them about a specific moment in my life when I realised that because obviously I'm 6'4", right? And I was super, super skinny when I was young and I hated it. Because again, a lot of people will see me now and think, what a dick, he looks like an asshole. But I'm not, right? I've just trained for lots of years so that I felt better, because at one point I hated the way that my body looked. So we would then go into the storytelling email, right? And then go into this email here, and this could be like a social proof storytelling email about a client, and you always want to go into the SLO, right, story lesson offer format with that. Now I would probably say don't offer anything here, right? This is your lead magnet. The storytelling email is just to sort of build rapport. This is probably the first email that I would make an offer, right? And again, you want to make these offers super fucking obvious, right? Get rid of words like, if you're on the fence, if you're thinking about the, well, yeah, obviously I'm thinking about it, mate. I'm on your fucking email list, right? If you want to do X, then do this, right? Tell them exactly what they want and exactly what they need to do, right? So that could be book in for a call, right? So that could be your call booking link button, right? Now, if we have multiple of these, I would basically take people through to this email. So let's say you have your 4 topics, I would take people through to this email, and then at the end of each one of these kind of sequences in your email, or like your automations, I would then basically link this. So once they've completed this automation, I would then have an action. So off the back of this, I would add action, and I would get them to go onto like the main list, right? So you can then have like, let's say topic 1, topic 2, 3, 4, right? So they've all got, remember, we've got all these assets already playing in the background, right? You've still got these YouTube videos that are still going to be getting views because you've done the shorts, you've pushed it, YouTube's thinking, right, people are watching these videos, they're going to push that to a whole new audience on YouTube as well. So we've got topic 1, right, and let's say, we'll just abbreviate this, right? So topic 1 goes into a similar sequence to this, right? Topic 2 goes into a similar sequence to this, right? So once they then complete them, add an action that then brings them all onto the one list, right? And from here, you can then bring them back through this if you wanted to. Oh, by the way, obviously I'd seen that you'd clicked on the lead magnet for this. Here's all 4 of them, right? If you want to have a look at any of the other ones. And then on those videos as well, link back to the YouTube series. Because if you can get people going back onto your YouTube channel, because if you have one on managing the food at the weekend and someone goes, right, I need that one just now, and they kind of push the rest of the stuff to the side, but they watch that one about how to manage food at the weekend, they get a lot of good value from it, they then go through this sequence, so let's say that's topic 1, they then go on to this sequence here, and it's like, here's how to set up your calories, right? Something super basic, right? Again, make these niche specific. My stuff's all very niche specific. So make these niche specific and they go, oh, I actually would like to know how to set up my calories, right? They click on the YouTube video and the whole thing starts again, right? And this is your then nurture sequence, right? So I bring them through this, and then as they go through this, again, let's say you're sending 2 to 3 times per week. And let's say one of those videos is long form, one of them is social proof, and let's say one of them is a story, right? So they're knowing that you can do what you say you can do. They're getting time on brand, right? Time on brand, TOB, it's probably one of the most important things. You think about people going through this, how much time on your brand they're actually getting. If they're watching a 10-minute YouTube video of yourself talking about a topic, if they have your lead magnet and they're referring back to it to help manage the weekend, you've given them a free calorie calculator, something like that, and they start to implement that, you're going to be in their mind day to day, right? Instead of you just having a fucking Instagram post, right? So, and again, I'm not being a dick if you don't know this, right? You're learning it now because a lot of mentors don't understand any of this shit, right? It's just post more on Instagram. We want to have these nurture sequences set up, right? We don't want to waste a fuckload of time doing them, but we want to get them set up because this is an asset that's going to play ball. So let's even say 6 months from now, right? You've not mentioned this in 6 months, right? You're still going to have people on YouTube watch your video and then go through this sequence, see the next sequence, right? So we're going to add actions, and then we can start to offer things like group, and then you can have a full mini series again about your group coaching, right? So you can go over, here's why our group coaching is good. You can do like almost like a pre-recorded webinar for your group, and you can start to send this out, right? And you can then start to filter these people onto a different email list. That's basically how you do it. So thank you for watching. Implement this into your business. If you do have any questions about it, shoot them over to me, ask them below, send them to me on Instagram. Don't really care if you subscribe, you can do if you want to. Give the video a thumbs up if you thought it was useful. And I'll catch yous. Oh, wait a minute, right? Again, I need to link my video at the end, right? So this is the one thing you want to do. And this was from the Ed Lawrence course as well. So as you get to the end of a video for your 4-part mini series, you're also going to mention the next video topic, right? So even go onto Ed Lawrence, right? Look up, and he's a master at doing this, obviously it's his job, right? But go onto his channel and watch one of his videos and see just how seamlessly and effortlessly he gets you to watch a video and then click on the next one, right? So if I say at the end of this video, oh, by the way, if you want to learn how to actually get more clients from your Instagram stories, click the video here. It's a full breakdown on how to use stories properly on Instagram to get more clients. You then click on that video, you watch that, it's time on brand for myself, okay? So hopefully that's helped. I'll catch you in the next one.